My thoughts are right in this very moment. I can confirm.
Retail sucks!
Going to Thaddeus Stevens to get a certificate in order to have a very stable job is what I was told. But now I'm stuck in retail for some reason. I wonder why. Let me think.
It's because someone messed with the job market.
I took all the core subjects, algebra, English, and other filler subjects for the GPA. All for what?
To be stuck at a retail job, $16 an hour, 5 days a week.
It turned into a few months.
To a year.
Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful. Truly, I am. It's just what I wanted didn't align to retail, but wanting to work in the trades for a company as an electrical apprentice. I need that, like how I need water. I went there with the promise of making more money from the trade school, but I guess not. Don't follow your dreams if it leaves you stuck in a ditch, kids. All of the confusion made me look online. I couldn't be the only one. I could not be the only one, seriously. I was right. I wasn't. The job market went to crap. Even the president, Donald Trump, doesn't care about Americans. He just wants to continue insider trading to make himself even more rich. How much more do you need to be rich, ya fat guy? How much more do you need to be rich, ya freaking greedy bastard? Yeah.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard
that they don't know what the they're doing. You understand that?
Rather than help for affordability. In my defense, I never really cared about you people, not even a little bit. You say that, but you pooped your diaper this morning before breakfast. So a win is a win, I guess. I literally had to write poems in order not to go crazy, to go from wanting to punch something or to cry on my bed. With no options and no way out, that's what he did to me and others. My brain clicked, and instead of complaining, I started to do something about it. I made phone calls and got in touch with one company. Had a phone interview the first week, waited another week for the application review process. At the end of the week, I called them back, didn't answer, left a voicemail, waited hours. They called me back. They told me on the phone while unloading the truck at retail they couldn't accept my application due to not having enough experience, even though I had experience. Exactly 1 year of experience. Do you want me to die in unhappiness? You're doing a pretty freaking good job. Why do these companies keep lying so much as to cover up with the Epstein files? Dang! What is there to cover up? I told my family, and they told me they're douchebags, and to keep looking. So I kept looking. Oh, man. But each time I looked, it felt like a chore with no end. Each time, there was no luck at all. Someone fix the job market. Remove the ghost jobs and AI reviewing applications. Please remove it all. I kept going with my life, stuck in retail, working me to the bone, with barely any vacation at all, feeling like a legal slave with no options. Hey, master, can I have a day off or a vacation? No. Okay. This is why they don't tell you any vacation benefits, because there is none. It's a cycle of working in retail while trying to look for an electrical apprenticeship. Over and over and over again. I started to think deep and ask point blank, who are the pathetic people responsible for this horrible job market when it's my turn to be an adult? Who are they? Give me everything on them. I looked online. I got my names. Keith Sonderling. Okay. Jerome Powell. Sounds like my teacher's name from middle school. Very nostalgic. Donald Trump. Oh, the pedophile? Yeah. No, thank you. I'm good.
Идем дальше. Идем дальше.
And Congress? 4 names. Asked a follow-up question. Which person or organization is responsible for this mess? Online, I was told nobody. It made no sense to me. Why was everything cheaper before and now it's higher? Someone is responsible, and you're telling me it's nobody? No one out of the 4 people or organization here is responsible? I want answers! It's like I'm talking to a hard-headed person with a coconut for a face. Want me to break it with a knuckle duster sandwich? Asked again, which person or organization is responsible for this mess? It was a person from the list and a new organization outside the list. I had no clue who he was or even what he does. His name is Jerome Powell, an organization being the Federal Reserve, the main U.S. central bank. Looked up his name, just to understand even more why I'm in this mess. One glance, people, one glance, with all my oozing eyeballs. I flipped out. He's 73 years old? 73 years old! Making big decisions to ruin my life as well as others? Get him out of here! You know who can do better in that position? Not you, Paulie. Not you. But Captain Jack Swallows, everybody. Get that guy elected. Put him in that position. Let's make it happen. Oh, and don't you walk your way out of here with those old tippy toes, Donald John Trump Jr. That's right, young man. I'm sick of everybody in that White House going against humanity. I'm sick of it. You want everything expensive. Go right ahead. Enjoy it for yourself. Turning everything into chaos for what? Yourself? Enjoy being on the streets. You'll sure love it. So you can play on your little golf course more. Get out of here, old man. Everyone is so sick and tired of you. You must have known it by now. That's how bad it is. They boot at you. Sprinkle some foreshadowing there. Take my advice instead of your own. Serve the people who put you there or get impeached and arrested eventually for everything in the Epstein files. You committed and hid behind the people's backs. Standing in front of the judge saying, Your Honor, I didn't do it.
Do what? Stick your no-no zone into a cup?
Oh yes, I didn't have sex with any minors.
No!
Let me tell you a different story. It went like this.
Magic. And just bad news. Bad things are happening. Mom, I'm sorry. Sure. Okay.
Somebody get that off the screen. Nathaniel Trump. You're disgusting, man. Sick in the head even. Give me a response.
I plead the fifth. I'll leave you with words from Obama. Enjoy.
I will admit it's worse than even I expected, but I did warn y'all. I did. You can run the tape. In Donald Trump's mind, the military does not exist to serve the Constitution or the American people. Like everything else, he thinks the military exists to do his bidding. And he has said that if he's elected, he'll use the military to go after, quote, the enemy within, which he seems to define as anybody who criticizes him. Trump's other big idea is to slap a tariff on everything from food to TVs. Now, almost every economist who has looked at this idea says that won't lower prices, that makes prices higher. Donald Trump's former chief of staff said that Trump told him he wanted his generals to be like Hitler's generals. Now, in politics, a good rule of thumb is don't say you want to do anything like Hitler. But it gives you a window into how Donald Trump thinks. Donald Trump wants us to think that this country is hopelessly divided between us and them, between the quote-unquote real Americans who support him and the outsiders who don't. Donald Trump sees power as nothing more than it means to his ends. He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut that would mostly help him. Now, if you challenge Trump on his concepts, he will fall back on one answer. This is blanket answer priority. Blame immigrants. He wants you to believe that if you let him round up whoever he wants, ship them all out, put together these big detention camps, your problems will be solved. Bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
Okay, now we know what Obama said. Let's see what Trump says. Don't you dare saying he's joking. He's not. Not even about his pot of gold.
By the way, isn't that breeze nice? You feel the breeze? Because I don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter.
I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible thing.
Check out what I saw on my phone.
I just had this done
I'm getting a first glimpse, but that's your size compared. So those are compared to, those are among the tallest buildings in the world, including the Empire State Building, World Trade Center, Sears Tower, Chicago. So if you lay it on its side, you'd take 2 or 3 of them to fill it in, because the width is almost 200 feet wide. I didn't guarantee no war. Why would I have built the strongest military in the world? When you say I promised, I didn't promise anything. Under Trump, we will have no more wars, no more disruptions. You're not going to have a war with me, and you're not going to have a third world war with me. That I can tell you. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. No more wars, no more disruptions. We will have prosperity, and we will have peace. We don't need the wars, foreign lands, countries you've never heard of, countries that don't even want us there. I don't have wars. I had no wars. I could stop wars with a telephone call.
Proven wrong again, using his own words.
Please.
Mr. President, after 3.5 years, do you regret at all the lying you've done to the American people? On
All the what?
everything? All the lying, all the dishonesties.
That who has done?
You have done. Tens of thousands.
Go ahead, please. Please. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask about the payroll tax.
He skipped the question because he didn't care about us.
Kamala Harris's vision is the exact opposite. Open borders and closed factories. Kamala Harris, she wants bigger government that can tell you what to do, and she also wants smaller bank accounts, which I think a lot of us have seen. But Donald Trump, by contrast, delivered record paychecks and the strongest border in history. What an amazing record of accomplishment. Kamala Harris wants to ban fracking and buy energy from every tin-pot dictator all over the world. Donald Trump wants to drill, baby, drill. Let's get it from our own workers and our own territory. Kamala Harris wants to raise your taxes, and she wants to make it easier for companies to ship jobs to Mexico and China.
I think there'll be nothing like it. And it's being paid for 100% by me and some friends of mine, donors to it. The government's paying absolutely nothing.
We're going to introduce legislation that would authorize $400 million to be spent to secure to build the presidential ballroom.
I don't believe that in an era where they are jacking up prices on the American people, when they are gutting everyone's health care, when people cannot afford to pay their rent and their mortgages, that we should be choosing our precious treasure, little treasure that we have in this country, to build an ornate castle on a scale of which is quite unprecedented and unbelievable, without any sort of accountability to those funds. And I'm sure that anyone who believes in, these values of so-called waste, fraud, and abuse would agree with me on that.
Cool. That's coming out of his pocket, right? I wonder what they're booing at. It's like whatever they're looking at, they despise that. I wonder who.
He was caught cheating on video on the golf course. He cheated on his taxes. He cheated on his business loans. He cheated on his wives. He cheated on the business contractors that he stiffed through 40 years of business. And he tried to cheat in the 2020 election. Now he's trying to cheat and win this 2026 midterm election because he knows he can't win.
Count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, guilty. Count 5, guilty. Count 6, guilty. Count 7, guilty. Count 8, guilty. Count 9, guilty. Count 10, guilty. Count 11, guilty. Count 12, guilty. Count 13, guilty. Count 14, guilty. Count 15, guilty. Count 16, guilty. Count 17, guilty. Count 18, guilty. Count 19, guilty. Count 20, guilty. Count 21, guilty. Count 22, guilty. Count 23, guilty. Count 24, guilty. Count 25, guilty. Count 26, guilty. Count 27, guilty. Count 28, guilty. Count Guilty. That is 34 felony counts here. All guilty verdicts.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay? I've been away from my baby for 2 months. I just want my baby, and no one's listening because no one's in the courtroom. I'm not doing anything illegal. But I don't want nobody. Am I doing something illegal by doing this video, or am I protected by the First Right Amendment? Oh, the amendment. Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my God.
Thanks for making America great again. Is having 13-year-old girls pregnant in ICE camps great? Is wanting to pass the SAVE Act so people on your side can have power for 100 years great? Donald, are you trying to get out of power? That sounds terrifically great! I would like to know in the comments, how are you doing with the inflation increase? Was it worth the green paper in an oiled up gas machine? Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Hello? I need a job now. I'm broke, cracked, can't take care, can't pay no bills. I need a job. You got me? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm in need of a job now. Huh?
I need job.
No, now.
I need to work now. I need it now.
Ain't no calm down. Ain't no calm down. I need a job today.
Tonight.
So do I gotta fuck you up? Do I gotta fuck you up?
Job.